All right. So, as y'all know, B2K, backtrack. B2K is a boy band of J-Bug, Lil Fizz, that came out when I was in middle school, right? And they broke up totally randomly. And I'm pretty sure every young woman was devastated by it. And please don't just ignore my nails. Like, I got a janky manicure, so I gotta go back and get it done. Life is wild. Anyway, so they were a boy band that came out of school, and they broke up when I was in high school. It was so tragic. And like for years, we've always been like, B2K needs to have a tour. B2K needs to have a tour. B2K needs to have a reunion tour. We said it for years. The hard part about the B2K reunion tour is the obvious news circulating around the members of the group having been molested. More specifically, Raz B. Raz B has not been private about his experience. What up, bro? Raz B has not been silent about his experience. He's been very open and very honest about his experience, which I super duper appreciate because it gave people like me an opportunity to know that it's okay. And I think there's just, I'm going to touch on that later. Fast forward, in December, they announced they're going to have a reunion. After all of our prayers, they're going to have a reunion tour, and they're bringing out Pretty Ricky and Mario and all that stuff. And all that stuff is super duper great. Very shortly after the tour started, all of the comments and all of the disclosure that Raz B had made in the past came forefront where people were picking and poking at him about his experience, and speaking out about having been molested by their. So he mentioned that he didn't feel safe. Not too long after that, one of the group members started to wear a shirt like that said, "I don't feel safe," basically making fun of Raz B. And in multiple videos all over social media, he's making more videos making fun of Raz B, kind of mocking him for song. I wanted to go to the Vegas show, go to this tour, put money in their pockets. Raz B at this point is now off the tour, like he quit the tour. And I just can't bring myself to spend money with knowing how he was treated. Like I just can't. Is enough of a reason to not support. Like, and we've loved this group since we were kids, and it's just so sad that a fellow member of the group would make someone feel so uncomfortable with being honest about their experience. Like it just is, it's a frustrating, yeah. First of all, speaking out about your experience is difficult already. Like it's already difficult to do that. But when you're in the line ages and his mental health is taking such a toll, it's obvious. It's obvious. If you look at all the group members, Raz B is the most obvious turmoil, like the most one. He it's not a mystery. It's not a secret. The experience that he's been having, like, especially if you've been following him on social media since the breakup, like none of this is a mystery about how difficult this is for him. And yeah, he just landed Love and Hip Hop, and I guess they're doing episodes about that, but it's just so hard to even watch given that experience. Like to have your life hang in entertainment balance, like to not, you know what I mean? To not feel safe in the public eye, but then you don't even feel safe in your own group. It's like, it's just sad. So because of that, I'm feeling super let down by the group. And it's like tours. And when our parents used to go see the Jackson 5 reunion tours, it's like, yeah, they still singing ABC, the same song you were singing when they was a kid and they grown men, but you still love to see them and you want to support that. I feel the same way about B2K. It's like we were singing in sixth grade. You know what I mean? Fifth and sixth grade, like singing And I wanted to see that. Like I really, really not even gonna argue with that. Even if he went back and joined the tour again, all good and gravy. My morality doesn't sit well with it though. Like I just can't bring myself to courageously was being teased and harassed from several years ago. Oh yeah, it was hella messy. And I don't even understand how. I just argument between Chris Brown and Raz B, and Chris Brown was a kid, you know what I mean? And so at let's see, teenagers are stupid. Like, not like they don't possess intelligence. Based on my processing, I genuinely think it's really hard to hold someone accountable for the things they say, not do, say. It's difficult to hold people accountable for the things they say before the age of like the actions that they carry out, totally different. Because no, ain't no way I'm about to be like, you gotta give somebody a chance if they did something like totally vile at 25. But I mean, like the things that they say, like the way that people empathize, that's the most important thing I'm trying to be unbiased. They don't know how to be objective, and they don't know how to empathize with someone and allow them to have their experience. They don't know how. And so even in what I'm saying makes it sound a lot like I'm making excuses for Chris Brown, but I'm not. I'm genuinely not. I'm just trying to build the perspective that people are stupid. With that being said, Chris Brown and Raz B had this exchange on Twitter like 10 years ago or 11 years ago. How long has Twitter been out? Since 2009? So sometime around 2009, they got into this big old Twitter beef. And it just was so vile because, and some people that aren't like ready to be better often choose like silence or violence. So based on that interaction with Chris Brown, and what we know that came to follow shortly thereafter, like, yeah. Anywho, with that being said, it's an unfortunate situation, and this is not even to like get on Chris Brown, because Chris Brown, yeah, we're not even gonna get into that. Anywho, about Raz B. So